Have you ever played Beat Sabers? Have you ever played Beat Sabers with thermal throttling? Yeah, it's super not fun. Okay, so it was becoming apparent that my FX-8320 CPU was struggling to do many things that I wanted to do. So that can only mean one thing. We need to upgrade. I've been wanting to upgrade for a very long time, but PayPal kept saying no. Until this guy came in and gave me 2,000 bucks.
$2,000 in cash.
So my plan now is to upgrade my motherboard, CPU, and RAM at least. Maybe get an NVMe drive to get those sexy boot times. As for the GPU, I'm not even gonna try. I'll just stick to my GTX 1060, which works beautifully even today. I will still use the same power supply, hard drives, and case. I mean, there is no way I'm getting rid of this case. So yeah, let's go to Newegg and Amazon and do some shopping. Alright, here I am at Newegg. And by the way, you're probably gonna hear chickens singing a lot because it's morning, relatively speaking, and I'm not gonna close my window because it's very hot where I live. I guess I should start by researching relative power compared to my fire chip. So let's do that. Oh god, this microphone's in the way now. And oh wow, that is a lot of power. That's like more than triple in CPU mark. Holy crap. I guess that's my bench. Actually, out of curiosity, what about the 3700? Oh my god. But I don't think I have a Ryzen 7 money, so I guess I'll just go for the Ryzen 5. Well, I mean, I guess if I can get the 3600 or the 3600X, I'd say that's a good day. 3600 XT? Aw, crap. Oh, it's not available? 220 bucks. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is that shipping? Better come from the moon for that price. Holy crap. Okay, well, what about Amazon? Okay, wow. Amazon has the same CPU, the 3600, cheaper. You know what? Add a cart. No, I don't want the warranty. I am the warranty! Let's go for the ASRock Phantom Gaming 4S. It's not the fanciest motherboard, but it does the job. It has the X570 chipset. Yeah, this will work for me. Should I get a single stick of 16 gigabytes? Or should I go with dual channel from the get-go? And I'm actually leaning towards going with the dual channel from the get-go. So let's look up dual channel 16 gigabytes of RAM. And I'll definitely upgrade to 32 as soon as I can. 3200. I mean, if I can find one that's like 3400, 3600, 3800 for cheaper, then that's fine too. So I'll go to cards. I guess I'll try NVMe. 256 gigabytes, good enough for my programs, but I mean, obviously, if I can get more for a reasonable price, I will go for that. 500 gig. Oh god, that is cheap actually. Holy crap, that's 500 gigabytes, half a terabyte. Okay, and it's just like $15 more expensive. Yeah, that. Let's go with this one, Western Digital Black, 500 giggers. Alright, let's check out my shopping cart. It is $427. Wait, why did I add two of them? I just need one. I was about to buy two motherboards. Good thing I caught that. That would have been a bit of a mess. God, these chickens won't stop singing. What's up with them today? Like, they don't usually sing this often. I actually found this eBay sellers where they actually sell refurbished hard drives for dirt cheap. And I've bought them from them before, and they're amazing. So you gotta do what you gotta do to survive in the wilderness. Alright, what do they have today in stock today? If they have like a 3 terabyte for like 20 bucks, that'd be worth it. Ooh, 2 terabytes for $22.95. 30 bucks for 3 terabytes. Now we're talking. Damn, those chickens are having the time of their lives today. Passive air cooling, guys, for AM. Dude, no. If you want absolute quiet, I know this is gonna be an insane question for passive cooling, but how many watts? Okay, oh wow, there's a wattage up to 47. What the hell? 47 watts? Are there even any Ryzen chips that go that low? Maybe the Athlons? See, now I'm going down a weird rabbit hole. Okay, 35 watts. I bet this is like a dual core. Yep. I mean, I guess if you want to have like a home server or something like that. I'm not interested in your face mask. I already kicked Uncle Ron out. I'm actually really nervous because I haven't purchased PC parts for my computer in a long time. I mean, my rig is like 10 years old. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I'm even editing in that thing. Alright, let's just do this. Secure checkout. Oh, right. Now, excuse the video quality because I don't exactly have the best. And I already partially unboxed this box because I wanted to know if my stuff was actually in here, and it is. So, let's start with this. This is a 500 gigabytes Western Digital Black SN750, I think. Yep. And it's an NVMe drive. Should get me into Windows really quickly. So there's that. And of course, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM running at 3200 megahertz. Should be good for Ryzen. I wanted to get 36, but I thought, you know, if I get 36, I'll get it when I get more RAM. So, you know, that's a good future upgrade. And of course, there's this, the X570 Phantom Gaming 4S. Good enough good enough motherboard for my processor, which I'll unbox later. And let's move on to the next box. So here are the smaller boxes. I guess I'll start with this. I actually don't remember what's in most of these. Wait a minute, this is a PS3 controller. If you've seen my other video, you know why I need this. This is kind of heavy, so I think this is my 3 terabyte hard drive. Didn't expect the bag within a bag, so that's definitely a throwing me off a little bit. 3 terabytes. What brand did I get? I got HP. And finally, there's this one, which should be my Ryzen 3600, my Ryzen 5 3600. I'm gonna go get a blade. Fantastic. I got this, and ooh, I can already see it. Oh, the Ryzen 5 3600. I can already feel the power. I wanted to get the 8 core, but I wasn't sure if I had enough money. And turns out I did, but by the time I did, I had already ordered this one, so there it is. Alright, well, here's my whole computer upgrade kit. Of course, the only thing I'm not gonna get new is the graphics card. I'm still gonna use my GTX 1060 because scalpers are lower than scum. And that's pretty much the only reason. Like, I just can't find a graphics card. So for simplicity, I'm gonna go ahead and just break every seal off camera just so I can open it a lot easier. I'll be right back. So I guess let's start with this one, since it's a 3 terabyte hard drive. And I believe I mentioned that it's from HP. It's one of those used hard drives that comes from like bigger companies, and they just like formatted it, you know, wiped it clean, and then just, you know, sell it like that. And I won't bother using Recuva because they do, you know, the clean thing where they just fill it with random ones and zeros and then format. So even if I could, I would not extract any information from this. But yeah, 3 terabytes, 64 megabytes of cache, runs at 7200 RPM. Good enough for my needs. This is where I'm planning on storing my games. RAM tends to be tough, so I wouldn't really worry all that much about breaking it. Ooh, look at this. Well, there's that, but it comes with a sticker. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the lifetime warranty. It comes with a sticker. Ooh, look how shiny that is. Each one is 8 gigabytes, and they run at 3200 RPM. They run at 3200 megahertz, which should be more than enough for a Ryzen chip. NVMe drive. This is 500 gigabytes of gamer storage. I really do hate it when they put the word gaming on literally any device. Hell, how about this? It has that word, huh? Does this have the gamer word? Yeah, DDR4 gaming, and then there's a gaming. And then this has a Phantom Gaming. I'm surprised the Ryzen doesn't have gaming in it. Oh wow. You know, it always impresses me just how freaking tiny these things are. I don't know, that's always been really impressive to me. Next up is the motherboard. Like, why not? Ooh. Anti-static, of course. And does it come with where are the accessories? I bet they're in that flap right there. I'm gonna put that here. It's a wooden table, so you know you shouldn't really worry about. What the hell? Is those supposed to come with like? Oh, there they are. Comes with 3 of these NVMe screws, and then it comes with SATA cables. I believe there's 2 of them. Yep, there's 2 of them. Backplate. Installing memory on AM4 motherboards. There's like literally one whole paper on just this, which I think is kind of funny. And driver CD, driver DVD, and yeah, I know a lot of people give them for it, like, oh, what year is it? The Neolithic? Nah, dude, some people just prefer installing it on discs. Okay. Ooh, this one comes with another sticker. And of course the instruction manual. Actually, I almost forgot to show the actual motherboard. And let me tell you, this thing is actually really gorgeous as it is. It's neat. And finally, Ryzen 5 3600. I wanted to get the 73700X, but as I mentioned, I wasn't sure if I had enough money. And regardless, this is already like at least twice as good as my current FX chip, so for me that's an improvement that's worth it. So let's go ahead and I mean, I'm not gonna take out the CPU, but I am gonna use the stock cooler for now, just because I forgot to get an aftermarket. But AMD coolers are actually really good from the stock ones, so that's actually really cool. Ryzen sticker. Everything comes with stickers nowadays. I love it. There's the Ryzen chip. Ryzen 3600. I'm just excited, guys. I'm sorry if I just repeat myself a lot. And that's the Wraith cooler. I think that's what it's called. 35 megabytes of cache, and it's unlocked. This thing is actually a little bit... oh crap, that's a lot bigger than I expected. You know what, it's like 4 AM, but I guess, you know what? I'll just start assembling. Why not? Controversially, the first thing I'm going to install is the NVMe drive, and that's simply because I don't know how big the cooler is going to be. I mean, I don't think it'll overshadow this, but I don't know. I just feel better if I just install NVMe first. I mean, how badly can I f this up? It can't be worse than the Verge, right? I don't know, this makes me very nervous and I don't even know why. There we go. And I just have to put the little screw in there. Let me just find that. So like I ended up actually having to use a knife to get this screw in, you know, desperate measures, right? But I guess it's time for the CPU. And this is a CPU holder. It makes it very useful when you want to install a Ryzen 5 hexa-core CPU. Yeah, we got one, and it's a 3rd generation. Shout out to the Verge, remember that? That's what I tried to emulate, but you know, I'm just not as skilled in posting as they are, unfortunately.
It's called a CPU installation tool. It makes it really useful if you want to install a Core i7 hexa-core CPU. Yeah, we've got one, and it's an 8th generation chip.
Pray for me, guys, for I am doing this with one hand. A lot more money than I was expected to ever spend. And just, you know, lower that. Boom, CPU installed. No, you don't need that dumbass applicator from the Verge. And then you just put the CPU cooler on top, which, by the way, already has thermal paste on it. You don't need any more. You just, you know, put it in, screw it in, and that's it.
It's good, essentially PC building practice to have a little bit extra and layer it on top of the CPU.
How about new?
Okay, it seems I do have to remove these. So, god damn it. I guess I will get a screwdriver for that. Yeah, this is kind of annoying, but it's just kind of a necessary step in building PCs, so. And I just have to watch out for the back plate as well because I might need the back plate. Yeah, just do that and yeah. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, you want to do 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that really quick because I need both hands for this. Yeah, just make sure it's nice and tight. I wouldn't go too tight just because I'm paranoid. But there's that, and then you just connect the CPU fan to the CPU fan connector. This one apparently has 2 of them, but so I'm just plugging into one. There's a notch, so it only goes in one way. And there you go. Now there's a lot of cable left over here. Actually, I should probably flip this so that the AMD logo is on the other side. Alright, well, I'm channeling the spirit of the Verge, which is a terrible idea. But, you know, it's already good, so. Actually, if this cable gets too loud, you can do like a loose loop like that, you know. You just make sure it's very loose, you know, don't make it hard because then, you know, things get very complicated. That's actually pretty loose enough, so I just plug it in there. Time to get the RAM. So it is at this point that you want to refer to your manual, or in this case, the single sheet of paper that describes specifically how RAM works, which I think it's very neat. And according to this, I need to put my, if I want to go dual channel, I'm gonna have to go, okay, dual channel at 3200 megahertz. That's what I have right now. So I'm gonna want to put my RAM sticks on A2 and B2. So yeah, the second one and the fourth one. So we'll do that. So yeah, at this point I'm just gonna prepare those. Oh crap. Oh, it doesn't, this one doesn't snap out. This one just like, okay, it just kind of tilts in. Make sure it faces the right direction. It's basically like inserting a Nintendo cartridge. Okay, it's a little more complicated than that. You have to make sure it's as even as possible, but so yeah, these are a little bit stiff, so you just have to kind of really put quite a decent amount of force. There we go, until it clicks, and at that point your RAM is installed. All that's left to do is put in the stuff that's already in my PC, which would be the graphics card and power supply. Alright, time to open the treasure. Yeah, what a mess of a PC this has been, but it's been an adventure. Amazing cable management, and of course I'm gonna still use my GTX 1060. Let's start replacing this. The noise in the background is just Breaking Bad, but first thing I'm gonna take off is the water cooler. Pretty much the only thing I need to take out is the graphics card so I can use it on the new build. We will see if I will actually need this, because this is just a USB 3.0 thing that I got for my Oculus because it wouldn't work with the standard motherboard. Oh yeah, this is my another NVMe drive. I'm actually using this adapter that converts it to PCI, so it's actually really cool. Ooh, it's dusty though, but you know, we'll take care of that. Alright, I finished installing the NVMe drive, graphics card, CPU, RAM. So I should have everything that's needed for a basic boot. I already connected all the power buttons and everything. I know it's foolish to do it inside the case, but I really don't have much of a choice at the moment, so let's try this. Alright, this is the part where we pray to Lord Gaben. Lord Gaben, please give me the gift of power. I can't tell if anything's happening. It's getting scary. Oh, it's not even on. It's always this, huh? Lord Gaven, please give us. Crap. I don't like that sound. Turns out it was just this little cable that fell down there into the power supply, so let's reset. Alright, let's pray Lord Gaven. Woo! Yes! Yeah, there's no boot device, that's fine! Alright, time to install Windows. So there's a problem I forgot to account for. I don't have an operating system with me. And I mean, I do have access to a couple of computers at the moment, so that's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the cat room, download a Windows installation media and do this. And then I'll maybe find an OEM key for that. We'll see what happens there. Alright, so here I am at keys off. And I don't encourage people to buy Windows 10 keys off of websites like these. I'm only doing it because I'm willing to risk my bank account. And you might be asking, why don't I just buy Windows 10 off full price? Is this worth $100 to you? You pay a hefty price and then still get your information sold, and then you get ads within the operating system. Not to mention,
F***ing thing sucks!
Southwest Iowa. Microsoft recommends upgrading to Windows 10. What should I do? Don't you love when that pops up?
So for the sake of my sanity, I'll try to buy an OEM key. Alright, so you guys ready? Hey Sammy? What is it, Sammy? Your fist? Yeah, good kitty. Good kitty. And then there's Deck. Kind of a lazy one, but you know, he has spirit, he has spirit. And there's a laptop, so I'll use that. So now I'm just waiting for that to download and install into my flash drive. Meanwhile, there's this attention. Dak is just depressed because his owners aren't here. Don't be back, Dak, don't worry. Alright, so I got my flash drive with Windows 10 and I got my key and my bank account is not empty, so I guess we're off to a good start. So let's go ahead and just do that. And we install Windows. There we go. F11 apparently. Now that's odd. Okay, so that's curious. It actually automatically detected that I had a USB drive with Windows 10. So I didn't even have to go to the boot menu, which is super amazing. So I guess we'll continue from here. Right on, it has turned on. I don't want it. So now I just have to, I guess, kind of customize it and then add my hard drives and all that other stuff that I've been wanting to add. Okay, I guess it's time to remove this AMD FX sticker that I actually put over an Intel Core i7 sticker. I guess let me turn the light off. Yeah. And it kind of looks half-assed because it's over an AMD, an Intel Core i7 sticker, but you know, time to add the others. See, now I wish they all had stickers so I could just show off a little more, but you know, that looks neat. Also, according to them, El Paso is full of rolling heads, and I can confirm that, living in El Paso. Alright, so now that everything is set up, it's time to do some benchmarks. I did do a few tests before upgrading my rig, so I should have a good comparison. Now, I tried to do game benchmarks, but I don't really have that many games to benchmark. The only good one I had was GTA 5, and that was not cooperating. Well, I mean, I do have RuneScape, so let's try that. Why does this game have low frame rate? Okay, but I'm mostly using this new computer for productivity, so I'm going to test boot time, 3D Mark, Passmark, Cinebench, and productivity stuff like Blender and Vegas. All that stuff. Although these benchmarks won't really give you an accurate representation of how games will run, it's good enough to give me a rough idea on how my CPUs stack up. So let's first try boot time. I did upgrades from SATA to M.2, so I think it's valid. Holy crap, I wasn't expecting this much difference. I was expecting a difference, but not 3 seconds difference. I'm actually really excited. Alright, let's do some more benchmarking. So here's the 3D Mark score, and as you can see, the CPU score increased way up. GPU is roughly the same naturally since I'm using the same GPU, and that's probably going to bottleneck my system for a while. After all, scalpers are currently making the world a very sad place. And here is Cinebench. This one tests the CPU specifically, and damn, that multi-core test is basically making a happy face. As for single score, I actually didn't bother with the FX chip because it was taking an eternity, so I just did Ryzen. I don't know why I did this, seems like a waste of time, but I'm not known for consistency in my channel. Finally, there's Passmark. This one tests a bunch of stuff, and as you can see, my system overall is much better than before. Overall score is twice as good, CPU is 2 to 3 times better, 2D Mark is roughly double, 3D Mark is slightly better, and memory is also twice as good. I know there are a lot of graphs and numbers, but the point is, my new build is much more badass. That's really all you need to know. Now I'm going to do real life tests, starting with Blender. AMD has a file that you can use to test your CPU speed by rendering a CPU. Clever. So let's see how long it takes to process an image. Finally, I'm going to try rendering one of my recent videos using Vegas. Both videos are rendered at 1080p at 30 frames per second, using a constant bitrate of 14 megabits per second. There's no need to beat around the bush, the Ryzen is obviously a lot faster. Render time was reduced from 10 minutes to about 4. This is going to make making videos a lot easier. That is, of course, assuming Vegas doesn't keep f***ing crashing, which it constantly does even on my new system. But I mean, what can you do? Hey guys, I'm back at the Hoarder's Den, which some people would call my home. And I already added my PC back on my desk. I already set it up, and later on I'm planning on adding the water cooler back. And so I can overclock. But before I do that, there's one thing I still need to test out. And I do not recommend unless you have experience dealing with bullshit. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so I've opened Firefox here. We'll see what happens. I still have PTSD from the last time. I forgot how eternal this part is. Okay, so I guess I'll see you guys in 3 years. Okay, here we go. This is where the nightmare begins and ends. Alright, here we go, guys. This is the moment of truth. Please, please, please don't make me reinstall the PCI USB card. Please be enough power, because I will be so mad if it isn't. Okay guys, setting up the device. Yes! 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 Okay, that's part 1. It's the other part that might screw me, so let's see. Thank f***ing God. Okay, well, I'm glad that works perfectly now. I guess I can go ahead and set up my Oculus from here, and I can continue in VR, so I guess we're good there. Of course something goes wrong. So as you can see on the screen, it says continue setup in VR, but nothing shows up in VR. So like the screen is black. So I'm gonna have to go see what the f is up with that. Okay, so this is interesting. When I clicked out of the thing, it suddenly started showing up on the screen. just clicking out of Oculus setup and going into the desktop and then coming back. I don't know, but you know, I guess I fixed it, so I guess I'll just like, yeah, I don't know, just set up my thing, you know, just set up floor level, set up a Guardian, and yeah, I guess it works now. So there isn't really much more left to say in this video. I bought, upgraded, and tested a new build. Well, more of an upgrade really, because I'm still using some of the same hardware, but the point is I can make videos a lot faster now, and Oculus Rift works on it perfectly, which is miraculous to say the least. But speaking of Oculus, there's one more question that I need to answer before I end this video. Does Beat Sabers work without thermal throttling? Yes. Yes, it can. And because it can, I've granted you 3 days of good luck. Yeah, I can do that. If you like this video, you know what to do, and I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my inconsistent channel. It would make me a bit happier. Other than that, I will see you guys later.